Hey y'all, it's your boy Mike. So, today's topic is cardio for beginners. What cardio is best? Should I run? Should I jog? Should I walk? Should I do the treadmill? Should I do the Stairmaster? Do I need to run for an hour a day? What should I do? But this is a big topic that people get confused on. And for someone who is brand new to cardio, brand new, the best cardio you can do is walk. Straight up, just a leisure, casual walk. Especially if you're not used to a lot of cardio, just start off with walking. Nothing super fancy, nothing. You don't need any equipment. Just find a safe place where you can walk. If you have a treadmill, local, use a treadmill. If you have a park, go for a walk in your park, your neighborhood. Just go for a walk. This is for the brand new person. As you get more advanced, or even if you're just getting bored with walking, then try different things. If you want to try swimming, try swimming. If you want to try jump rope, it takes a little level of experience, if you will, because jump rope is pretty tough. If you want to jump rope. If you want to do the Stairmaster, do the Stairmaster. If you have stairs at home, you want to walk up and down the stairs at home, walk up and down the stairs at home. If you want to if you're in an office building that has multiple stories, you want to just walk the stairs. That's perfect cardio. If you want to jog. If you want to swim. If you have a rower, do the rower. Whatever your cardio is that you have available and that you enjoy, do that thing. That's the most important thing for cardio whenever you're just starting off. Now, as you're getting more advanced, you want to work on your overall endurance. And a good rule of thumb is just see how fatigued that you are. So you want to work on time, but you also want to work on the quality of the exercise that you're doing. A good rule of thumb that I like to tell people is whenever you're working on your overall cardiovascular output, whenever you're working on improving your cardiovascular output, one of the things that you want to kind of focus on is like a walk test. So whenever you're doing your cardio, are you just walking casual along? You can sound like this, or when you're walking, is it a little labored? You want to sound a little bit labored. That means that you're actually putting in a good enough solid effort that you can do this for a prolonged period of time, that you're actually going to get the results that you're wanting. Now, are you going to lose 10 pounds in a week? No. Unless you're like severely overweight, no, you're not going to do that. I hate to break it to you, that's not how it works. You'll see all these commercials like, oh yeah, lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks and this and that, and drink this serum and drink this whatever, and you'll lose 15 pounds in 2 days. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'd rather be honest with you compared to saying, oh yeah, if you drink this drink 3 days a week and you'll lose 30 pounds in a week and you'll look like you just walked off of the scene of Baywatch or something like that. I'm not going to be that person say, oh yeah, just do that. I'll be the bearer of bad news, because that's not how fitness works. That's not how your body works, unfortunately. Now, the rate that you lose weight is depending on how much expenditure you put out. There's a basic, very basic, just keeping it super basic, calories in versus calories out. If you want to gain weight, eat more calories than you expend. If you want to lose weight, use more calories than you gain. Just like your bank account. If you want your bank account to grow, put more money in your bank account than you take out. If you want your bank account to shrink, take more money out of your bank account than you put in. Very basic. That's pretty much how it works. Now, there are other factors to that. Genetics, different disease processes, things of that nature. But very basic, that's how it works. If you want to lose weight, expend more calories than you take in. And again, cardio is a great way of expending those extra calories. Again, I keep saying this. The best cardio you can do, from beginner to intermediate to advanced, is just walking. Whether it is on a path. Again, I just came from a walk not too long ago. I go to the park. I go for a walk. Now, another thing I like to say is have a plan A, B, and C. Whatever your favorite form of cardio is. Let's say if your favorite form of cardio is doing the Stairmaster at the gym. Perfect. Do the Stairmaster at the gym. But what if your car broke down, or what if the gym's closed? Like, say it's Christmas, the gym's closed. What do? Okay, have a plan B. Okay, the gym is closed, but the park's available. The weather's not that bad. No, I'll walk the park. Okay, perfect. That's my plan B. What's my plan? Let's say if it's raining, or if it's super, super cold and you forgot your jacket. What's your plan C? Oh, my plan C, I can walk around my apartment. I can do like a little circuit workout at my apartment, or I can watch like a walking tape on YouTube or something of that nature. Or if I have like any exercise DVDs, I can do that. So have a plan A, B, and C for your cardio workout, or just your workouts in general. That way you're reducing the reasons that you have not to work out. Whenever you're first starting on your workout journey, you want to find as many ways as possible to reduce the barriers between you and your exercise. Again, if you have different options, use those options. Again, I like to go to the gym. The gym is my first choice. The gym is closed, so I'll go for a walk. Let's say, again, yesterday I forgot my jacket, so I wasn't able to walk as long, but I went home, I walked around my apartment a little bit. I did a little exercise in my apartment, nothing too crazy, but I was still able to get some kind of exercise in. Was it my first choice of exercise? No. Was it a form of exercise? Yes. And that is the most important thing, is getting some kind of mobility and movement in. So find your form of cardio that you enjoy and do it. Whenever you're first starting off. And then as you're getting more advanced, then you want to kind of aim for that talk test I was talking about. You want to sound a little breathy while you're doing your cardio. Okay? That's a good way. It's like, oh, should I do this? Focus on that first. And then let's say if your goal is to do 10 minutes of cardio, and if you can sustain that level of cardio exertion for 10 minutes, perfect. Do that for like a week or two. If you can work out 3 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week with that level of 10 minutes, perfect. Start there. And then you're like, okay, this feels pretty good. You want to be honest with yourself. Like, hey, was this easier than I thought? Was it harder than I thought? Or was it right where I thought it was? If it was harder than you thought, you may need to bring it down a notch. You may not want to go as heavy with, you might not want to go as intense with your cardio. If it was harder than you thought and you weren't able to sustain that. If it was just right where you thought it was, perfect. Stay there and just maintain that. If it was easier than you thought it was, let's say if you're walking on the treadmill, if it was like, hey, this is a little bit easier than I thought it was, there's a couple ways you can improve it. You can either extend your time, you can increase the incline if you're on a treadmill or something that has an incline or resistance, or you can increase your speed. Find the different variable that you prefer. Some people find it easier to increase the time length before they increase the intensity. So if you're able to increase the time length, increase the time length. Let's say if you're going for 3 days of 10 minutes on the treadmill, instead of 3 days at 10 minutes, try 3 days at 12, 13, 14 minutes. Or after you do that, if you don't have the time in the day, but you have more days available, you can even add an extra day. Again, sometimes adding that extra time length is a little bit easier to sustain than increasing the intensity. So find one of those variables that you feel like, hey, I can maintain this honestly. Again, what I typically do, this is my personal preference, is when I'm going on the treadmill, I'll have a goal. It's like, hey, my goal is, if I'm just starting off or just restarting, 15 minutes at this specific intensity, this specific speed. So this specific incline, this specific speed. I'll do that, and again, write things down, track everything that you're doing, so you know that you're being honest with yourself and you actually know where you are. Because sometimes you're like, oh, do I want to do this? This is maybe a little bit too heavy or a little bit too hard. If you write your exercises down and you're honest with what you're writing down, you can actually track what you're doing, and it's easier to make progress that way. You don't have to track every single minute detail, but just start tracking what you're doing. That way it's easier to make progress. So again, let's say if I'm starting again, my goal is 3 days, 15 minutes, this specific incline, this specific speed. Okay, I write those things down. This was easier than I thought, this was harder than I thought, this felt really good. Next day, if If I'm able to do the same thing, perfect. The day after that, if I'm able to do the same thing, perfect. The fourth day, I may trial something. I'm like, hey, let me see if I can increase it by 2 minutes, or if I can increase my speed a little bit, or my incline a little bit. I'll pick one of those different variables, and then the next day I'll try that out. If that goes well, and I'm able to feel the same way, like I felt breathy, but I didn't feel like I was exhausted, that may increase another variable. But I'm also writing those things down. I'm honest with what I'm writing down. Hey, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was. This was easier than I thought it was, or this was harder than I thought it was. Again, if it was harder than I thought it was, I may stay there, or I'll bring it down. If it was easier than I thought it was, or right where I thought it was, I'll stay there, or I'll increase it. Sorry about that. Yeah, those are just some very basic tips for the person who's brand new to cardio. The best cardio you can do, start with walking. And you'll find a safe place to walk, whether it's a park, your neighborhood, a local rec center, or a gym. Find a place to walk. And after you're getting used to that, then you can branch out into other forms of cardio that you find interesting. If you're like, hey, I want to try a Stairmaster, try the Stairmaster. If you want to attempt jump roping, attempt jump roping. Again, jump roping has a higher expertise curve than some of your other forms of cardio, but it's a great exercise. If you want to swim, jog, elliptical, rower, whatever you want to try those things out. The most important thing with cardio, I say with all forms of exercise, is enjoy what you're doing. Because if you enjoy what you're doing, you'll be able to do it for a longer period of time. You'll be able to sustain that activity for a longer period of time. So again, very, very basic. If you're brand new, start with walking, then diversify, track what you're doing, and that way you know that you're being honest with your overall progress. And again, pick one of those different variables of how to increase your cardio, whether it's trying a different type of cardio, whether it's increasing your time length, the intensity, or the speed. Try those different things out. Let me know what works. Love to see what you guys are trying in the comment section. I'll answer back to as many people as I can. But again, try those things out. Let me know how it goes. All right, later, y'all.